What's up, guys? 2 weeks ago, I ran my first spring track race in 3 years. It was also my first time doubling, which is racing two events in one meet. I ran the 1500 meters and then the 800 meters an hour and a half later. It was my first time doing the 1500 meters because usually it's just a mile or the 1600, but I don't know why in college they gotta cut it 100 meters short for some reason. But basically the same thing as the mile. I had pulled my hamstring 3 weeks before this, so I barely even got to run and train leading up to this. So I was a little bit worried about my fitness and how I would hold up in this race. I was considering if I should even go or just drop out of the race because I didn't know how my fitness was, if I was going to be able to run a decent time. But I decided to just go and thug it out, see how we do. My goal for this race was to break 4:40 in the 1500 meters, which translates to just right under a 5-minute mile. I had ran 5:04 a few weeks before this, but as I said, I didn't really get to train leading up to this race, so a lot of variable factors here. As for the 800 meters, I seated myself at 2:13, but I had no clue what I was going to run. I had never doubled before, and I hadn't run 800 meters in so long, so I have no idea what kind of 800 meter shape I'm in. It's a little different than the mile, so I thought around 2:13 would be a time that I could hit after already racing the mile. So let's see how we did. I apologize, the quality of this video is not great, but I think you can make out who I am. I'm the guy in the white jersey, third person in, I believe. Just look for the tall, good-looking, muscular guy. It was actually nice out for this race. It felt like a spring track race. It was maybe 65 degrees, so it was awesome. It was kind of hot when I was running the races, which I do enjoy when it's like that. It wasn't 80, so it wasn't blistering, so it was really nice. But we'll get started here. Some music before. I never hear the music when it's on when I'm racing in the zone. We start off here. Don't get a great start. I never really get a great start. I don't know why. But I'm right in the middle of the pack. A lot of people passed me. There was also, I believe, 5 people on my team in this race. And my goal is to always beat everyone on my team in my heat. So, see if we can do that. I was seated at 4:35. Going around here. They went out fast, the front group, I remember. Someone was slow down. But in the middle, I'm in the back there, kind of leading almost the chase pack, but it hasn't really developed yet. Yeah, everyone's together, kind of in the clump there. Yeah, the guy in the front is sprinting. Not as much as the last race, the guy in that one I saw. But coming around, first bend, first 400 meters. And you guys can see that time. But here we are leading, almost leading a little chase pack here. A lot of the guys on my team right there. Kind of getting pushed by this guy on my team. And, pretty decent first lap, but I want to get up there with the leaders definitely. Always go in it to win it, but this time I'm kind of not in a position to win right now. I remember before this I wasn't feeling too good. It's also my first race. I wasn't wearing the back brace. I took it off because I was just I don't know, my heart felt weird before this. I had ate too much leading up to it, so I was really worried hopefully nothing comes out in either direction when I'm running this. But spoiler alert, that didn't happen, so don't click off. But yeah, during the race I felt fine. My legs were also just weird going into this, even though I had taken I hadn't been running for the last 3 weeks basically, probably 6 miles a week or something. 2 runs, no workouts. Coming around 800 meters here. You guys can see that time, but we're kind of falling off a little bit. We're in the leading of the chase pack towards the back, probably 5th to last, but got to start reeling in some of the people ahead, trying to catch up to the rest. 2 guys on my team ahead of me right now, 2 guys behind. Yeah, got to work here. Maybe 3 guys behind actually. So maybe there might have been 6 guys on my team in this heat. It's crazy. But yes, I got to start reeling them in. As you guys can see, I'm starting to separate from this backpack, the chase pack. and kind of just like in my own like area now. One guy kind of trying to follow me, but kind of alone right now, and just trying to reel in that top group. And this is the third lap, so toughest lap. Gotta try to stay tough on this lap. You know, everyone starts to go down on this lap, but now really putting distance on that chase pack and just kind of equidistant from both packs, just running alone right now, not really within like 10 meters of anyone. But now we're starting to pick up some speed here. I believe we're going into like the final lap now. The guys in the front starting to speed up. One of the guys on my team, shout out Cole. And this is Sebastian right here on my team. Gotta catch up to this guy, so we kind of broke into the lead pack. And now we're going to work. Final 200 meters almost. Gotta catch my teammate right here. And we're running now. We're feeling pretty good, had some energy here. Not absolutely dead, but obviously the end, so it's getting tough. And I tried to catch this little guy right here, but he kind of had a kick at the end and kind of got me. But we got our teammate now. Now we're going to the end. Coming around the final bend. Pretty dead at this point. You can see my arm was like swinging. Like I always do so much like shoulder movement when I'm running in the end. And we're coming down. This is a D3 meet. Sorry, this was a D3 meet, by the way, so it's pretty cool, like some actual like D3 runners. But yeah, we're running through here now. We get a time of 4:35, so we hit our C time pretty on the dot, and we broke 5 minutes in the mile. Converts to about like a 4:53, 1,600 meters, about a 4:55 mile. So happy to be back under 5 minutes. I was very surprised with this race, honestly, because I didn't run for the past 3 weeks, and 3 weeks ago I ran 5:04 in the mile, so I dropped down like 9 seconds, and it was just good. I didn't think I had that in me. Obviously, outdoor track's a little bit faster than indoor and maybe some other stuff. I was running alone in the last one. But I'm really happy with this, and it showed I really am improving fast. I think I'm getting close to that like 4:46 miler shape that I was in before, which I'm trying to knock off this season, which is really my main goal, to kind of PR in all the events, 800, 1,600 meters. I'm going to run a 5K, or a track 5K on the, there's a Westchester meet coming up in 3 weeks, which I'm super stoked for. Going to do that. Going to do like a 4x4 at the end of the year. Going to try to break that, my PR for that, which isn't too fast. But my PRs right now are mile 4:46, the 800 meters 2:09, 400 meters 57 seconds, 5K 18:56. So I think I can definitely break that. This coming up, I think that'll not be too tough. Gonna try to break 18. 2 mile 10:44. We don't really run 2 miles in college, so that kind of sucks. I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to break that. Maybe I'll do a time trial after my season. I'll probably do that, like maybe make my own little meet. Maybe like get some other guys I know to kind of do like a fun meet for YouTube. Race some other YouTubers if there's any out there in my area. Yeah, so great race, back under 5 minutes. Great pace for sub 440 or sub 450 this season. With our meet coming up in 2 weeks from yesterday. So that'll be exciting. But now, let's go over to the 800 meters, see what we can do. I've never done a double. I actually have done a double. Like, I maybe lied a little bit. I've done a double when it's like a 400 meters after a mile or an 800. But that's just kind of like a sprint. Like, this is like an actual double where it's like 2 distance events. And they were really close to each other, too, because it's a fast meet. So, really had no idea what I was going to have left in the tank for this one, but let's see what we can do here, guys. Seated at 213, one of the top of my heat. There's also like 5 people in my heat for this race as well. Last time was 6, this is 5, so, you know, showing up strong here, team. So, same jersey, white jersey, uniform, whatever. Yeah, I'm in the second lane here. This is weird. We had to start in the second lane, or we had to stay in our lane, my bad. And for the first like 100 meters, and then we could cut in. But here we go. Going off to a nice start. Right there. 800 meters, you always got to get a good start. Like, the mile you can recover, but 800 meters, you can always recover. But 800 meters, you really want to get a good start. And I believe I did here. Got out pretty fast in like second now. Guys coming in. This guy in front of us from Maryland. And then this guy, the black kid, is he's passing me right here. He might be the same guy in my mile race that beat me. So gotta get him here. But one right behind him. Yeah, kind of like us three in the front here, coming through the first 800 meters, or the first 400 meters almost. And those guys on my team are back there. But they kind of got a little bit of distance, but then I started reeling them in. And I passed this guy right here. And we went faster this first 400 meters as I passed this guy. I think we were like 62 seconds, which you guys will see. I don't have the time up right now, but you guys will see. I think it's 62 seconds. Yeah, my dad says stay with them, Alex. We'll try. So on pace for a good time to break that seed time of 2:13 right now, but obviously it's pretty tough to negative split in 800 meters, especially when you go out that fast. But staying on this guy, Maryland. He's got a little bit of a weird running form.
Eyes on him, eyes on him. Go get him. Go get him.
Trying to go get him here. Got some distance on the kid behind me, and then the rest of the kids, the rest of the group here. Those guys are like all on my team right there. And coming through it now. I'm gonna try to get this guy. Then he starts picking it up. And we're in a sprint right now. The guy behind me is sprinting too, all going hard. But this guy, he's just got more left in the tank. And he's just blazing through. Damn, I didn't even realize he was really blazing through that finish line. I'm able to hold off the guy behind me and finish in a good time, 2:11. So that's awesome. My PR is 2:09, so after a mile race, being able to do that was just awesome. I'm doing another 800 meters in 2 weeks, so we're going to hope that we can get a really good time in that. Hopefully, possibly PR, we'll see. At least hit the PR, sub 2:10. But yeah, that was awesome. I was really happy with that race. Guy beat me, I believe, ran 2:08. Good race. GG's. He deserved that win, but I did talk to him after. You know, he didn't double, so he was fresh. I was not fresh. I ran a mile before, you know, already went to failure or whatever. Not failure, but ran pretty hard in the race, all out. But now I'm joking. Good race. I'm really excited to run like a fresh 800 meters. I'm not going to be doing that for like a while, but I'll get a fresh one in here sometime. Like, I was sore going into this a little bit, but like I wasn't like crazy dead or anything. I'm sure I could have ran faster if I was fresh, but overall, great meet. Very happy with it. On Salisbury, Maryland, Lloyd Siegler meet, that was D3 meet. Very excited. Made me really optimistic about this season. Now I just got to stay healthy, keep building up slowly, which is frustrating. Like yesterday, I was going to do a workout, but my legs were just cooked, and I had to just go for a 3-mile easy run instead, which sucks. I've only been doing one workout a week. Really want to get to 2. I'm going to try to get to 2 next week, but got to put my health first, my body first, so I can actually run in April. And these meets coming up. That's what happened in my track seasons before. I would always get injured and be like, why am I getting injured? It's so unfair. But I would just build up too fast and go too intense in my workouts. Not that I don't go intense in my workouts, but then I wouldn't let my body recover. And that's why I didn't achieve as much as I could have achieved. But we're back this time, and we're smarter, more mature, tougher, and we're ready to break all our PRs. And I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited. So I'm going to keep sharing this stuff with you. The new series I got going is fun. Sub 440 challenge. See if we can get that. Every weekend in April I have a race. So I'm just super stoked, guys. It's awesome. It's awesome to be back. I'm much more happy. I'm just happy when I run, and I'm competing, and we're going to do big things in this sport, and this is just the start. Yeah, big things coming soon. I have 4 races coming up, as I said, so I'll make a video of all of those, and going to continue the short series, continue working out, posting those. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.